Okay, folks, we're on plot 2 now of Nigel's various allotments. And when did you take this on, Nigel? It wasn't
in April.
April you took this on. We're now in October.
Yeah.
So we're just going to have a little wander down first, and then we'll come back and see what's happening.
Look at this.
I know. So if you remember the last time we were here, folks, it was all overgrown, just like that. Well, similar to that. And you couldn't get or see the end of his plot.
Yeah, I cleared all the tops of the brambles off this area here, but you can see they've regrown.
Yeah.
But I'll have to do it again, I guess. This is the beginnings of another bonfire. Because I could see there was an interesting looking apple tree at the end of the plot. Oh, be careful of the thorns. I spent an hour the other day cutting the brambles away here, and you can see there's quite an old tree.
Right. What do the apples taste like?
They're slightly tart, so they're dual purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're Newton Wonder.
Right.
Newton Wonder. It's a well-known variety from the
And
Midlands.
I can see you've got brown rot on this.
On some of them, yes.
Yeah.
There's some good ones up there, though.
Right. Yeah.
So I need to cut the brambles back a little bit more if I'm going to get those.
You've got your device, haven't you, for picking them?
Oh yeah, the apple picker.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
very, very useful. So I can reach most of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, certainly quite good.
So have you had many blackberries off this plot this year?
Quite a few, yes. I had a few pounds.
Yeah.
And they were turned into wine.
Right.
And some went into a pie. I keep making sure that each fire is in a slightly different place, and this helps to get rid of the bramble roots.
Right.
But the rest of them I'm having to dig out, and so far I've dug out about 400. Now you can see here how I'm clearing the ground. Each bed, I do it one bed at a time, and when the bramble roots and the twitch have been removed, or twitch is couch grass, when that's been removed, I make sure that the bit I'm going to plant the trees in, that's here, is a little bit higher, and the footpath's a little bit lower.
Yeah.
And then I can put wood chip there, and it won't spread onto the growing area.
Ah, yeah, good idea.
So I've just started to put wood chip down here.
Yeah.
These are all seedlings that I've got in this plot. They're about just over 100 at the moment. The younger ones are at this end, and the older ones where I started are back there.
And how old are those at the back?
The ones at the back, the oldest
3
are
years?
about 3 years.
Yeah.
That's in row number 1.
Yeah.
And then in row number 2, some of those are last year's seedlings.
Right.
And row number 3 onwards are mainly this year's seedlings.
Right, okay.
So that's from pips sown in January.
Right.
And sprouting in April, and just look at how they've grown.
Yeah.
So I'll be taking cuttings off these in February for grafting and early fruiting.
Right.
And some of them have got really good looking leaves. Look at this.
Yeah, they are.
This is a seedling from this year. It's about 4 feet high.
Wow.
And remember that was a pip.
Yeah.
Just after Christmas.
Yeah.
Some of them have got interesting coloured leaves. This one looks as though it may be red fleshed.
Yes, yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what the blossom is like when it comes. That'll be in 2 years' time probably. So you can see a very strong red tint to the leaf.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, you can see quite a few, can't you?
Look at that one, yes.
Yeah.
occasionally you get a seedling that looks very crabby, which is unlikely to be much good. You can see that this is one of that type.
Yeah.
Leaves are very small and don't really look as if they're going to. That plant doesn't look as if it's going to do very much. Lots of brambles coming up, small ones. I have to keep pulling these out. And that's broken off. I really should have brought my little trowel with me.
Yeah.
But it's a fairly full-time job keeping the weeds down on the beds. But each time I weed them, it gets a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Oh, our neighbour's got some asparagus.
Yeah.
You can see I've used the same approach here. This is where the manure is going to be delivered each year, and I've put marrows and pumpkins and courgettes in the sort of waste ground at the end.
Yeah.
And you can see it's spread like mad all over there. And there are some. I've had some really good pumpkins off this plot. And a friend gave me a nice dahlia plant.
See down here.
Yeah. I don't know how much that would weigh. I'm not too keen on trying to pick that up.
No.
Oh, there's another big one over here, I think. Yeah, here we are. Look.
Wow. Oh, sorry, Nigel.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that is enormous, folks. Well, not enormous, but
Yeah,
it is for the normal Joe vlogs.
What is it? It's probably 2 feet in diameter and about 16 inches deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and we've got some butternut squashes, look. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ah, you're on my foot.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, they seem to be still growing, so perhaps I'll leave it a while before I clear this bit.
Yeah.
2 people took pity on me about a month ago and gave me 2 chairs, so I had somewhere to sit down. And the plot on the left here, I've been told that someone has recently claimed that and will be up soon.
Right.
All the debris here is left by the previous owner, so the first job to do there will be to clear it all, I think.
So what would that be? Was that a path?
This path is made with manhole cover. You mean there?
Yeah.
No, that's an old garage.
Oh, is it? Right.
Yeah, in panels.
Right.
And the roof of it is up there, and it's asbestos.
Ah.
So when he gets rid of that,
costs a lot of money, that will then.
yeah, when he gets rid of that, I don't want to be around.
No.
It'll be dusty.
No. Okay then, Nigel. Thanks very much for that.
Okay.